Hi everyone, Clayton speaking. So it's the end of the week. Time for another showcase video. But before I get into it, I've got some bad news, but it is hobby related. So quite a while ago, I posted up, I think it was called Ulthwe's New Home video, because I had to, after a relationship breakdown, I had to move out of my house rather suddenly, and I packed quite quickly. Um, and I put a lot of the old Rogue Trader stuff that I had in one box, and some vehicles and whatnot in another box, and I had 80, yes, 80 of the multi-part Guardians, the ones with you put the legs together and then the torso goes on and the arms go on. Um, they're gone. They've been, by the looks of it, thrown in the bin. Because there was a lot of crap that I had that I couldn't move it, so I needed to throw it out. And I think accidentally that box of Guardians is gone. So there's 80 painted Ulthwe Guardians in the bin, and there was, I believe, 4 or 6 weapons platforms that went with them. So I am gutted. Um, yeah, so there's some pretty ordinary news as far as that's concerned. But let's move on. I had some jet bikes, some Wind Riders that I found, and I decided that I'd just knock them up tabletop quality real quick and convert them into the scat bikes. So what I did was I just cut off the shuriken catapults underneath. You should be able to see that. Maybe not. Yeah, I cut off the shuriken catapults underneath, and then I just used the scatter lasers off one of my wave serpent sprues. I just did a cut and shut. So like I said, they're just tabletop. I just did that little aging and windswept sort of deal on them. I like them. They look pretty cool actually. Because I don't have money to buy new Guardians, so I certainly don't have money to be buying new jet bikes with all the little cool little trinkets and weapons loadouts you can do on them. So yeah, that's number one. And number two. So of course they look pretty much identical, as most of identical as I can get them. And then I had this guy was a payment for a commission that I did quite a while back, and I've sort of been chipping away at him a little bit. I finished him about a week or two ago, I think. I put him up on the CanBrush Studio Facebook page. If you guys haven't gone over and checked it out yet, if you'd like to, go and have a look and see what I'm up to on there. So it's Ulthwe Jetseer, which, excuse me, I went pretty heavy on the weathering on this guy, on the canopy, and also on the on his cape and his cloak and whatnot, and his faceplate. I like a lot of these sort of in my army. I like to have the Farseers and the wave serpents kind of dirty looking, if that makes sense. One is to convey age, that they're an ancient race, and a lot of these Farseers are up and well over a millennium or 2 or 3 old. So I kind of think that their equipment would be the same. And as far as the wave serpents are concerned, I like to get them really dirty, because as far as I'm concerned, they'd be at the forefront of the battle. Whereas my warp hunter, you noticed it was weathered, but not to the extreme that I've done some of the other things. But I'll probably go back and revisit my Wraith Knight at some point as well, and probably really get carried away with the aging on him and the weathering and probably the battle damage, because again, I would imagine he would be at the forefront. But anyway, let's continue on with this guy. So I did the customary crystal blade that I like to do with my Farseers. I've gone the I put the hard coat on this as well because I didn't get a chance to get to the shops and get that matte varnish. So, and then the customary freehand I like to do on my vehicles is just an interpretation of one of the runes. I just did like a little 3D effect, and the 3D effect on the two runes on the back of the canopy there. Painted the purple. Oh, that light shifting. Sorry guys. That painted the purple on this one just to set him apart, and also to match the runes that I did on his for his Wraithbone armor there. And dirtied up, windswept look on the back. Little fin thingies, and then with the lava on this one, I kind of thought it'd be cool if he had psychic energy sort of coming towards him through the lava, if you know what I mean. Like it's, so I did it more like a little lightning jolt sort of things, where it's sort of he's bringing psychic energy in, so the lava's sort of responding to that, I guess you could say. And then underneath, just did the hopefully that'll show up, crystal blade, yeah, just there, and then more windswept sort of deal. Did a little bit of blue up in the motor there, and then just did the intake and some glowing blue bits. Painted his shoes black. So yeah, he turned out pretty cool. Nice little centerpiece to the army. I thought it was about time I finally did a Jetseer, because most of my other Farseers, well, all of my other Farseers are all on foot. Oh, can't believe stick on there. Yes, awesome. So there you go, guys. That's another 7-minute video. I did say these were going to be quick, but I do ramble on. Hope you like it, and drop me a comment and subscribe and like the video if you like what you're seeing. And as always, thank you very much for spending the time and watching my video. I do appreciate it. Right, take care. Bye now.